Hey, how you guys doing? I know it's been a while since I made a video. Just want to give you an update. Of course, I've been reading your comments and replying to your comments and stuff. So just a couple things I want to clear up and a couple updates I want to give you. So as you can see, I've gained weight. You probably didn't notice that, but I have put on some pounds. But that's irrelevant to the video. I am not a software engineer, and right now I'm trying to be a network engineer. So I'm not really pursuing software engineering anymore. Right now I'm studying for my CCNA certification, and from there I'll go on and try to be I'll go on and be a network engineer. I'm gonna become a network engineer. Let me know in the comments if you're disappointed in me or upset with me or what you think about that. So a lot of people will comment in, about, hey, that's enough money. Because let me tell you how the whole job thing happened, because it seemed like a lot of people thought that I did not have a job when I was making the videos, and I didn't have a job. So this what happened. I finished school in January 2016. Okay? At that time I was working at a grocery store. So in December 2014, I got offered a job at an IT help desk. That job required a background investigation. I won't get into too much detail on that part, but it required a background investigation. The investigation took a year. It's a special type of investigation. I won't get into details, but they tend to take long periods of time. So it took a year. So I graduated it took a little over a year. So I got that in December 2014, but of course I couldn't start working until the investigation was complete. I finished school in January 2016. At that time, the investigation wasn't complete. I worked at a grocery store. That's when I was making the videos and things like that. In April of 2016 is when the investigation was complete, and I started at the IT help desk. Now, when I started at the IT help desk, I wasn't making that much money. So I was still interested in being a software engineer and things like that. It wasn't good money and everything. It was just a job that I had, and I had that opportunity, so I walked into it when I got done with school. So it wasn't ideal or anything, but it was IT. It just wasn't software engineering. And I still wanted to be a software engineer, but I did have a job. I wasn't making that much, maybe like $14.50 an hour or something like that. I'm being real on here. I don't know if I should be telling pay, but this is what I'm gonna do. I was making like that amount. So when I was searching for a software engineer job, I did get a couple offers. Now, they were from consulting companies. They weren't great offers. So basically the way those offers work is I go with them and they give me classes on software engineering for free. It may take a month, 2 months, 3 months. And some of them require you to travel there or live in a certain place while they give you the classes. And then after that, you have to work for them for a year or two or something. And you have to move anywhere in the country they want you to work on their contract while they pay you. And usually the pay was like 44,000, something like, it wasn't nothing too great. There was one where their pay was like 56,000, but I didn't get that one. Long story short, there was one job that was for a software engineer, software developer, that I did get. Now, I got this job. I didn't do anything in person. I just did a online test. I did the video chat interview. I think I did 1 or 2 of those or whatever. And they wanted me to move to Pennsylvania. I'm not from Pennsylvania, of course, right? They wanted me to move to Pennsylvania. I'm from Maryland. So I wasn't prepared to move to Pennsylvania for the money that they were offering me, especially. And the area that I live in, there's a lot of opportunities for IT work. And I knew that if I moved to Pennsylvania for $52,000, I would have bills to pay, my rent, food, car, electric, all that type of stuff. And my car wasn't great. It was acting up, so I was going to have to buy a new car. So I would have been... I wouldn't have had a lot of extra income. Hold on, let me close this door. That dog barks at everything. So I wouldn't have had a lot of extra income. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'll stay here, and then I'll get a job that pays that amount, if not more. And I won't have to pay rent, all that high rent and everything, because I stay at home. So I didn't take that job. So that was my last offer to be a software engineer. That was it right there. But I never got any offer where it's like I went in, took a test in person, and got the job. I failed a lot of those programming tests in person. I did in-person interviews, but didn't get those jobs. So fast forward, I was at the help desk for about a year, and I decided to try to get another opportunity, and I did. And that opportunity, it was another type of help desk role, but it paid more. Long story short, my employer matched that new offer, so I ended up staying with my employer. But my pay raised to an amount that was just about around 52. It was close enough to the 52 that they wanted to pay me in Pennsylvania that it was worth it for me to not have moved. So it's like I made the right decision. This was a year after that, but still I reached that goal of being close to that amount. It's about 48,000, something like that. So by then I was like, okay. So fast forward about another 6 months. And now I just got a new job just now. Now this job, it is help desk related, but now I'm at about 70,000. So, so I guess maybe I made the right decision. Well, I mean, obviously I made the right decision. I'm still at home. I don't have to pay rent, no big amount of rent. I do pay rent, but it's a small amount of rent. Not much at all. I mean, not much compared to what you would pay on your own. So I've increased in pay and experience, but yeah, that's pretty much the story right there. So it's still help desk, like help desk type environment and things like and stuff like that, but my pay has increased. That's the more of the story. So, and I did have a job at pretty much all those times, so I was just struggling to be a software engineer. And yeah, that was the story right there. So like I said, I'm still not a software engineer. I'm trying to become a network engineer now. So I haven't been pursuing the software engineering thing. I mean, I continued even as I was working at the help desk, studying and stuff like that, but it just wasn't sticking enough. It just wasn't all there. You know, I wasn't fully motivated to finish through my projects, and then it just seemed like a whole lot of information with software engineering. Like, it's like, you know, you're learning the programming language, but then you have to use this server and this database, and it's just like it doesn't. And then there's more than one language, and then they're saying, you know, use this MVC a software, struts, Java EE, model view controller, like, it's, you know what I'm saying? And then it's web development. So it's just so broad, and all this different stuff is like to master one thing, and then you have to get the theoretical concepts down for your interviews and your link list and all that type of stuff. I'm not making excuses. It's definitely possible, and it's not, I'm not saying it's the hardest thing in the world. There was probably just a lack of being prepared while I was going through school. That is my fault. or you know, maybe I should have worked a little harder and studied a bit harder while I was in school. So all in all, I'm continuing my career and trying to grow and learn more. And you know, like I said, I'm trying to be a network engineer, and I'll see where I go from there. Please comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Please thumbs it up, like it, so it can spread and more people watch my videos. And I want to keep making videos. If you have any questions and you want me to make a video about it, tell me. Say, hey, what about this? Will you make a video on this? If you read somebody say that and you think you want to hear that too, like it, so I can make a video on it. And that is it for this video. I appreciate you guys and your comments and the love and everything you show and support. Please continue. And let me know what you think about network engineering and things like that. And any questions you have. That's it. Thanks.